Welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We have lots of hungry hippos to feed. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today is Monday, August 19th. So happy Monday. Happy new week to everybody. Because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What Sold on eBay. Just like every week, we're going to start with the plush, and I'll show you every single plush that's sold, and then I've pulled up highlights from our sales. Everything I pull up to talk about with you, other than the plush, I pull up for a reason. So my highlight reel is going to be different every week. Most of the items I pull out to talk with, or the highlight sales I pull out, are for a very specific reason or a teachable moment. And sometimes it's just to kind of have a show off, which you'll see with the comic we sold. But I didn't pull out this many this week. I don't want to keep you here too long. I got some really good videos coming out later this week, and those will be a little bit longer. So without further ado, let's start with Glitzy. Glitzy is a pink dragon, and she, although very beautiful and cute, she's a poop. Glitzy's a poop. The thing with scans, and you've heard me say this before, and you'll hear me say it a million times more in my lifetime, they're hit or miss. There are GANs, webkins that can go for $40 and $50 and even more dollars. And there's some like Glitzy that sell for $5.81 plus $5.50 shipping. Now, all in, that's over $10. So that's more of a really low-end bread and butter than just a poop. So she's not too poopy. She's cute though. She's got little silver glitter spots. And here's her tag. And I always tell you guys, GANs have these numbers and the animal's name on their tag. You always want to put those in your title and whether or not they have their code. Next, we have a Dandy Halloween skeleton dog. This is a vintage as well, and very disappointing when he was comped. He came to me at a wholesale lot, so he did get listed. I didn't pick him myself. In fact, most of you that watch this channel pretty often know I don't really source my plush myself anymore. I buy wholesale boxes from different sources, and you get what you get. And when I go out thrifting in the wild anymore, when I do try to handpick plush or find them on my own, they're just too much. They're too expensive. I think the lowest priced plush at Goodwill anymore around here is like $10, and that's for one you're going to get $12 or $15 for on eBay. So I just stick to my wholesale. They usually come out to about 50 cents a plush, and I get a variety. I get poops, I get bread and butters, and sometimes there's a really good one in there. So Dandy is usually a good brand, honestly. It can be very lucrative if you can find the large holiday bears and some of the larger animals. Unfortunately, this poor dog, he sold for $6 on a best offer with 5 shipping, so that's still $11. I won't call you poop, sir. You are just low-end bread and butter. He's also very small. See him? All right, next we have an Aurora T-Rex. So the thing is, this one was really disappointing. Puppets are a bolo. Any puppet, any brand, they're going to sell. There are some like the Folk Modest puppets that sell for a lot of money. But even the low-end bread and butter ones like Melissa and Doug sell quickly. They're always a fast sale. And Aurora is typically a solid bread and butter brand. Dinosaurs are still pretty popular. But when I comped this guy, he didn't comp very high. I did sell him for $5.81 plus 5 shipping. This is a vintage 80s Jimmy Flirty Flashers Girl Frog singing, dancing plush. That is a mouthful. She is new in the box, and I always take pictures of the condition of the box because a lot of times when we as resellers find things that are quote unquote new in the box, there's going to be damage to the packaging. If you sell Hot Wheels or makeup, you know what I'm talking about, how they come on the card, and the card can have a little bit of cosmetic damage. Stuff that comes in boxes like this can have the cosmetic damage, creasing, and wear. Just tell your folks about it. Take really good pictures of it and let the buyer know exactly what they're buying. And Jimmy's a good brand. I have always found that the Jimmy animals that are singing and animated are going to be bread and butter period, or better. I've never really had a lower end bread and butter or a poop Jimmy. I've had Rudolphs and snowmen. Most of the ones I find are Christmas, but Jimmy does make a lot of these plush that sing and dance. So down here, I did say Frog is in the original packaging. The box shows wear and cosmetic damage. The original batteries have worn out. The plush will need new batteries when she is removed from the box, and she takes 4 AA. That way they know that they're going to have to supply the batteries. The box is a little damaged. She sold for $13.49 on a best offer plus $13 shipping. So she's all in almost a $30 plush. This is a first Easter deer fawn lovey. This is a Walmart plushie, and it is a lovey. Now, I always tell you guys, most loveys are going to be a perfect square, like security blanket with the plush animal head in the middle. Some of them are like this, more like a, I want to call it like a triangle shape. It's a shape that a baby can hold or an infant or toddler can hold comfortably like a security blanket. It's still considered a lovey. It's a blankie with an animal head. And this is a Walmart brand, and it just says my first Easter and has a really cute deer and still sold for $15 plus $5 shipping. So even a Walmart lovey can go for $20, which is why I always tell you guys to look for these loveys. They sell fast as well. There's some brands that are only going to sell for maybe $12, like the Cloud Island, but they typically sell faster than other plush. And lovey is a keyword you always want to use. If you have room, you can use soother, blanket, baby, security blanket, things like that. So those were the 5 plush that sold last week. By the way, we're looking at the week of the 12th through the 18th. I usually tell you that at the beginning. I realized I forgot. So we're looking at August 12th through August 18th. This is back to school time, you guys. So our sales should start picking up a little bit as we come out of summer slowdown. I haven't showed you a remote in a while. We still sell remotes all the time. We don't actively purchase them anymore. When we moved back to Pittsburgh from Florida, we still had a couple Gaylord size boxes of the remotes that we worked through and got listed. We still have a couple of shelves full in the garage, and they're actually listed and active. And they sell almost every day. We're shipping one on some platform somewhere or two, but not hardly a day goes by that we're not shipping at least one. I shouldn't say not a day because sometimes we don't, but typically we're selling a remote every day somewhere. We do list them on Poshmark and Macari, and we sell them over there as well. Remotes are good. If you can buy them bulk, it's even better because we used to pay like 25 cents a pound for just Gaylords full of remotes. You can find them at garage sales, yard sales, church sales, thrift stores, usually for a quarter or 50 cents. And if you know what you're looking for, you can get the ones that sell for $20 or more. When you buy in bulk, it really doesn't matter because you're paying pennies. You should just list them all. But whenever I have one that sells for, over 15, sometimes I like to show you ones I think you're going to be more likely to find in the wild. Some are older that we sell, which is why it's good to buy them bulk because that's how you get those ones. Remotes are good because they're always going to sell. They have a high sell-through rate. They sell quickly. It's a really good return on your investment because you don't pay a lot for them. They don't cost a lot to ship. But listen, folks are always going to need remotes. It doesn't matter what's happening with the economy. It doesn't matter if it's summer slowdown. People always lose or break their remotes, and they will always come online to buy a replacement. Always. There's never going to be a time when people don't lose. There might be a time when we don't need remotes. I mean, I don't know where technology is going in AI. Someday we're probably all just going to be able to talk to our TVs and tell it what to do. But until such time, folks are always losing their remote controls. Also, we have a lot of repeat customers that are electronic sellers. So they'll have a VCR, a TV, a VCR DVD combo that they want to sell. They look for remotes from us because they can raise their value. So keep that in mind too if you sell electronics. If you can find the matching remote to whatever item you're selling, it really raises the value of it, sometimes a lot more than just the cost of the remote. If you're a remote seller, you will sell a lot of remotes to other electronic sellers who need that remote to complete their sale and make it sell for a higher amount. But if you're an electronic seller, don't look past that. Like, go on eBay and see if somebody has the remote you need for a couple bucks to make your item worth more. Anyway, this is one I feel like you can find probably not often. You know, finding the exact same model remote that I show you that I sold. If you buy Gaylords of remotes, you might find 2 or 3 of these, but if you're just looking for them. But, you know, don't look past remotes. Check them out, comp them, see if they're worth it. I mean, this one sold for, you know, 18 bucks all in with shipping. All right, this is a pair of jeans that does not have a brand, which is why I wanted to pull them up and talk about them with you. They came to me in a thread-up box, and they have no brand. They are as generic as they can be. They have a foreign language on the tag that I can't even read. If you know what that says or what language it is, please let me know. But they are simply adorable. These are really cute, really bell-bottom, like 70s pants. So with or without a brand, these jeans are just too cute for me not to list and try to sell. I did use keywords like bell-bottom flare jeans. So keep in mind, if you have something that doesn't have a brand, you can still sell it. Just use the selling points in your title and your description. I put boho 70s and things like that. I did take a best offer of 10 on them, and I had 8 shipping. So $18 for these. You know, most people might have pulled these out of a thread up and said, no way, and just redonated them. I took a couple minutes to list them and made some money. These are men's Wrangler jeans. Now, most men's Wranglers, I start around $25 to $30, $25 to $30. And that's the all-in price. So it could be $30, you know, I might ask for 22 plus 8 shipping. Or if it's 25, I might ask for 17 plus 8 shipping or something like that. However, these are a size 52 waist, which means a couple of things. I can ask for a little bit more money because of their size. It's the equivalent of a man's big and tall, or is like a woman's plus size. But it also means this is going to be a real struggle to get into the 9x12 poly bags I ship all my jeans in. So I just charged our flat rate shipping on these as I would a plush or another item that weighed 1 to 2 pounds. So I put $13 shipping on these Wranglers, which is why they were listed for only, they would have been like 18, but they were on our weekend sale. So 30% off on our weekend sale. They went for 14, but they also still had 13 shipping. So that still puts them at $27 all in. Most of my Wranglers would have had a higher price here and a lower price on the shipping. I was pretty sure these were going to have to ship in a box. There was just no way around it. So I did take a best offer of 10 on them, and they paid the 13 shipping, so 23. And I actually got them into, oh my gosh, we should have, you know, now that I look back, we should have recorded it. These just shipped out this morning. I got them in a cardboard mailer. I sure did. I got them in a clear poly bag first, and then I got them into the mailer, and it cost $8.18 to ship to California. So they went priority, like I suspected, and not ground, but I didn't have to put them in a box. And it actually was going to be more than this. California is expensive from Pennsylvania. So Wranglers are something you want to look for. They're a good brand for men's. I actually will leave even women's Wranglers behind if they're 99 cents. I don't really even mess with them. But I do like men's Wranglers, especially for 99 cents or just a couple of bucks or when I get them in the thread up. Because again, you can start them around 25 or 30. They also sell quickly. Men buy Wranglers jeans really fast. And these big sizes in any brand, just like with women's plus sizes, they're a good idea to pick up. I wanted to show you this pretty necklace. This isn't really a teachable moment. This is just something we sold that is part of our highlight reel from the week. And just to give you an idea of the keywords I use, I know a lot of y'all sell jewelry. I do cheat anymore and use the List Perfectly AI lister, and it creates my titles for me based off my pictures. It's pretty cool. If you haven't seen the If you haven't seen the video of me showing how it works, I'm going to link it at the end up in the corner. Go ahead and give that a watch if you haven't yet, because if you're not using List Perfectly yet, you can try it for 30% off with code FlippinHippos just to try it for 1 month. There's no obligation, but you're missing out on a lot. List Perfectly does a lot more than just crosspost anymore. It auto delists, it shares your Posh Closet, and it creates your listings for you. Off of your first 6 pictures, it created this title. I did add like jewelry at the end. It doesn't put that, but that's the only thing I add. This is a really nice costume jewelry piece too. I'm really enjoying the jewelry. If anyone was wondering or cared, jewelry was a new category for me this year, and I'm really liking it. Having a lot of fun with it. This is Top Cow Legacy of King Soul Reaver tie-in comic book. So this is an example of one of the great ones we pull out of our lots. We purchase our comic books wholesale just like we do our plush and jewelry and most of our jeans. In fact, we purchase about 99% of our inventory wholesale. I go thrifting once a month with my local eBay meetup group, and I focus on clothing, scrubs, and jeans and things like that when I go on those outings. Jewelry and comics are specifically only wholesale buys. And just like with anything, when you buy wholesale, you're going to get a bunch of bread and butter with every buy. Almost everything you pull out. You'll get a couple poops and usually 1 or 2 really good things per box. And it's the same with comics, jewelry, and plush, thread up boxes. So this one was one of the good ones, and it actually sold before it went on sale. So this is one we wanted around $35 for, give or take. And we always price them higher, and then we run them on sale. And sometimes popular items like this will sell. One, it sells so quickly, it doesn't have time to be listed long enough for our sale to grab it. And 2, it is worth the money that someone will buy it at this price before it goes on that sale. You can set up your sales on the back end to pull in new items. I don't know if you guys knew that. But we're running sales all the time, and they're set up so after our scheduled listings come in, we schedule our listings out on eBay using List Perfectly. And when those go live on eBay, they have to be up for a certain amount of time before the AI sees it from the sale and grabs it. A lot of times these really popular items, I think I've shown you a couple on the past few weeks, they sell before they go on sale, which is great. It's bonus profit for me. So this sold for $43.74, $5.50 shipping. Again, comic books, remotes, jewelry, things like that I buy in bulk. Chances of me showing it to you and you going out and finding it in the wild are probably 0.5%. You know, the jeans and the plush I show you, you'll probably be able to find and take some value from the brands I share. But this is just a find from a 15-pound jewelry box I bought from the woman I buy my jewelry from, and this is just from a box from Goodwill. But it doesn't hurt to get those boxes once in a while and see what you get. All right, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about anything you saw in the video, reselling in general, List Perfectly, scheduling your listings, running sales, let me know down below. If I can't answer you, I will find the answer for you, or I'll create a video to answer you. And don't forget to join my Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. And go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.